Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. We gone back budget with the Sanrenmu. Yeah, Sanrenmu 9015, the SB for black. Thanks for joining me. Love Them Knives here, LTK. Hey, we got blue thumb studs on here at least. This is all blacked out knife. This is a Sanrenmu. If you like the Sanrenmu knives, that's really cool. Got this from GearBest. This is about all that they'll send me anymore. I don't do enough GearBest stuff. It's like, you send me $100 knife? Nope. Nope. We'll send you a $15, $25 shooter. So this one's like 26, 27 bucks. And that's probably not the sale price. So you could check the link I give you, see if they got a hot flash sale on it. Then you might get it for a whole lot less. 12C 27 Sandvik steel. They're getting all fancy now. Sanrenmu, getting all fancy. Not much of a box. This is what you get with this knife at least. And you know, on this side I guess, 915 SB. So there you go. Yes, the boxes are pre-crushed, so you don't have to worry about preserving them. They will already come destroyed. Yeah. Hey, at least you get a deep carry pocket clip, right hand or left hand, tip up. And what a lanyard hole. Probably also for striking. I mean, so be that it might be, or ever need to be, that you can, you know, use it as a hammer or wake somebody up or whatever. Then you've got this little slide lock, so you don't disengage the lock bar, locks it in. Where have we seen that? Like on the rake knives and the Reich knife, the real steel knives, not Reich, rake and real steel knives that are also, of course, made by Sanrenmu. And so you got this little lockout, which is nice to do. Well, it's not going to do it that way. It's going to do it only if you got it open, because it gets this lock bar. And it's all steel here, so you don't need a lock bar insert or anything. This is reasonably centered. It's a little, it just depends on how you're looking through the camera, but it's a little bit off. I took it apart, put it back together, so I think it was more centered when I took it apart, but now I put it back together. I don't think I cranked down on the pivot quite as hard. I like to give myself a little bit more play. But there's the bearings on the pivot. So you get bearings. You get bearings. Get kind of a blued little, like thumb studs, like we said. What are they doing here? A little bit of weight relieving, and especially along here. So they're trying to do that. There's your blade stop up here. Nothing terribly, and this is your, of course, your back spacer in here with a locator pin there, and then the two screws there. I didn't take it apart. I just laid it on the table. I was going to do this review. I don't think I've ever taken this apart, so I just decided to hell with it. Do it before we get the camera going. Otherwise, I'm going to have screws falling all over here. If I do it live, it's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a hot mess. But yeah, looks like a G10 type of back spacer. I don't know. Hold on. Let me get. Yeah, it's not. It's not magnetic. Boy, this is. But I mean, this is not magnetic. I'm feeling a little because it's trying to reach around here. But no, I think this is like G10 or something. Does it make a difference? Cool little knife. This is just a beater you can grab and use. So give you the link to this, and I'll give you a link to a few of the other Sanrenmu knives. There's another one I'm going to talk about here not too long, and this is the 9002, I believe. Yeah, and this has got Sandvik steel as well, the 12C 27, and these are really cool. This is G10. This is a lighter knife, and I think even a nicer knife, feel-wise, flipping-wise, all that is really is really cool. It's not far off of really the quality of the steel handled rake knives like the 108 or 801, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll give you a couple of links. It'll keep you entertained. But yeah, this is that all black. But yeah, good beater knife. Let me see how it compares. Hey Rex, you want to come out here? So there's the paramilitary 2. Yeah, line them up. This one's definitely smaller than the Para 2. Well, let's get Bertha on the job here and see what she says. Big Yella. Yeah, see, it's not quite a 3.5 inch blade. I mean, if you laid a ruler down at the base, I mean, at the bottom of the blade, it'd be 3.5 inches. But up here at the furthest point forward, it's just a little, it's between 3 1/4 and 3 3/8, and about maybe 84 millimeters, something like that. Not quite 8 inches, and that's, you know, I mean, really 7 3/4, and then you get out to this crazy lanyard thing that almost gets you to 8 inches. So it is smaller than the Para 2 at 8 1/4, and 20 centimeters, although more like 19.5 of, you know, that lanyard. It is out there. It is out there. It's got this kind of almost worn look in here, but I mean, that's just the way they do it. Interesting. I mean, you got some pattern here, so it, yeah, it doesn't feel bad. I don't know that gives you a lot of grip. Let me see if I can get my little thing in here. About 3.3 millimeter blade stock, 0.12. Yeah, an 1/8 inch. And I don't know. Let's see. How fat is it? Oh, about the same. A Para Military 2 is a 0.45. So this is the exact same. And let's go inches. Or I mean millimeters. 11.63. Now, I bet it's kind of a heavy duty though. Definitely is going to weigh more than the Paramilitary 2. Interesting. At least they're putting Sandvik on here. Remember, you know, the Blade HQ exclusive CRKT pillar, you know, with the carbon fiber on it. And they finally, the big exclusive was they upgraded the steel to what? 12C27. So, I mean, Sanrenmu goes, would you sell you an old shooter for that? It's got that on it. The pillar was like, what, $50? 5.5 ounces, 156 grams. So it's not real light, even though they did some skeletonizing in there. Yeah. Give me a piece of paper, see if this thing will cut anything. Oh my God. Wow, that was scary. That is sharp. That's one of the sharpest knives I've thrown up on my, on my table for a long time. Wow, this is fun. Hold on. Wow. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. I like that. Well, at least that won't need sharpened for a while, will it? At least when it comes really ultra sharp out of the box, it's really strange. Every once in a while, I mean, I'll bet the uniformity of the sharpness of these blades, probably not there because they're probably hand sharpened. So it's just, I got a good one, right? But yeah, okay, cool. I mean, I didn't set it up where the blade really just has that kind of drop. I tightened it a little tighter. See how tight that is? But I mean, well, you know it's got bearings, so I showed you in the picture. But yeah, you could loosen it up a little bit. And then over time, I'll tell you what, also I did not purge those bearings because they looked like they had like lithium grease on them. Sometimes your action's just not so drop dead great when you got that. So I probably pull it apart again, purge everything, put some really light lube on it. Maybe not squeeze the pivot so hard with my wrench, and I could probably get it to drop. And then again, just with time and use. So yeah, cool. What was that lockup, did we say? Oh man, that's close to 50%. So that's good solid lockup. And then you got that lockout. So, hey, 26 bucks, whatever. Did I show you the paper? Oh, Lord. Here we go. 9015 SB. 2690. I mean, look at the reviews. All these customer reviews, 5-star. I guess they like them. I don't think I printed any of the reviews, though. Nah, I didn't. Well, what the hell. See if there's any crazy, wild, wonderful information in here. No, there's not. Just picture of the knife. So, yeah, I'll give you a link to it. Check back on the link. See if it's on a screaming great sale. Then you might be able to pick it up for less than that, which is not bad. I mean, there's people that really like these Sanrenmu knives, and there's other people that just think they're nothing but stupid dice roll knives. And you know, I don't care. I know that that Sanrenmu makes real steel, and real steel are really good knives. And I suspect they make rake knives, and the rake knives, R-U-I-K-E, are really good knives. So, no, I'm not. I don't think these are dice roll knives. I've never really got a bad one, like detent ball falls out, or, you know, the screws are stripped or anything. I pull this one apart, put it right back together. No strip screws, no problem with the hardware. So I don't know. And, you know, $26 at max that you would pay for this, that's not bad. That's not bad, especially for a good user beater. I mean, the ergos on here, pretty good. And the pass-through is real clear, easy to get to, easy to disengage. Real good one-hander, and it's got a front choil, so great for sharpening. You know, with this black wash, you can pretty much beat this thing up. That's not a problem. And, of course, no jimping. But it's really intuitive here. The detent is not super great. You can fail it pretty easy, so maybe a 5. I do have this cranked down, don't I? Yeah, maybe I need to just cut it loose a little bit. Who knows? There you go. Sometimes you can just, it'll shake down a little bit better now. Yeah, you can hear it really rock it now. But yeah, so, yeah, not bad. About a 5 on the detent scale. You could shake it out maybe. Hold on. Ooh, well, that's at least a 5. Maybe a little over. Yeah. Of course, now that I'm not squeezing the pivot so bad, it actually will almost, it's not as easy to fail. Yeah. Better, snappier action. All right. Done playing with knives. Looks like a G10 backspacer. It's really long, so you don't have things coming through there, hitting your edge of your blade. That's good protection. Lockout, deep carry pocket clip. A lot of good things about the knife, actually. Yeah, over 5 ounces. Yeah, but yeah, it's all steel. Steel, which means it could take a beating, right? Hey, Flanagan, where are you? We're going to let him go. But yeah, I'll give you the link to this and to that other, the 9002, which is really, this is just a really cool knife as well. I like some of the Sanrenmu knives. I don't like them all, but there's some that I really do like, and I do love the new SRM series stuff that has the 14C28N, and of course then they got the 9CR14 on the 1005. So they're doing some really interesting stuff. The 1161, look back at that review I did. Wow, that's a hell of a knife. So, I'm kind of digging them for budget stuff. In any case, I'm going to let you go. I'm done talking. Finally, you know what we do around here? We love them knives. So you guys, well, until the next time at least, stay sharp.